I have a friend who has a trans kid. He's explained that, my child from a very young age consistently said, I am a girl, never changed their mind. And so the humane thing and the thing that he felt was good to do as a parent was to embrace that choice. I shouldn't even phrase it as a choice, embrace that identity.
But it is a choice, right? You're choosing to add hormones to a child's body.
It's a choice it's a choice on the part of the parent.
Okay, but if that's who they are, if they think that they're a girl, why do you have to give them hormones to make them more of a girl?
Because I'm sorry, can you expand on the question?
It's a simple question. If the child thinks it's a girl, let it be a girl. Why are you adding hormones? You're choosing to inject things into this child's body on a regular basis that are going to radically affect the physical development of their body.
Yeah.
And you're saying that this isn't a choice. Well, it's definitely a choice to do that.
What's going on, guys? Today we're checking out Joe Rogan completely annihilating woke culture in this compilation. Make sure you like and subscribe if you enjoy the content, and you can also support me by becoming a channel member every month. Thank you. Let's go.
Is coming up and trying to run. There are other people that are circling. I don't think he runs again. I can't see it. I don't see it.
How do you think they get Kamala Harris to step down? Because she's rightfully, if he steps down, until
Kamala Harris cannot say a sentence. She's almost worse than him. She talks in gypsy curses. When they ask her something, she'll be like, "My grandma said that a hive of bees is still bees if you bury it," and you're like, "What the f is this bitch saying?"
Gypsy curses.
That's how she speaks. The woman has no idea what's going on.
I've seen the one she's telling that people need to be woke. Everyone needs to be more woke.
We have to stay woke. Everybody needs to be woke.
Oh, yeah. Be more woke. You should figure out who's the wokest. Try to be the wokest.
And you can talk about if you're the wokest or woker, but just stay more woke than less woke.
Everyone should be more woke. And she's laughing. It's what the f?
It would be very easy to open up enormous food pantries in the inner city and finance it in comparison to the amount of money we spend on other countries doing transgender monkey studies.
We don't really need the transgender mice, do we? I mean,
that's not even real.
It is real. I'm sorry, man. It's real. Is it real or not?
The stuff they do is nuts, $20 million to Sesame Street in Iraq. It's bananas. If you've got enough money for that, you've got enough money to set up food banks in every city where poor people can get nutritious food.
Obviously, he's right. The Democratic Party ran a terrible campaign. Kamala Harris was a terrible candidate, and now they are completely losing their mind over Elon Musk cleaning all the corruption and the fraud from the government. Absolutely insanity.
Did you ever see the video of the girl talking about her pronouns and the cat turns and smacks her in the face?
No.
It's hilarious.
What?
So there's a girl holding her cat, and she's being serious about her pronouns, and this cat turns around, shut the f up. And she's like, oh.
Hi, my name is Erin. I use she, her pronouns, and I'm...
And you know what, dude? It was probably her fault.
California is much more problematic right now for schools, because one of the things that was happening to me in my school where my kids used to go is they hired some person to teach them that they have to be anti-racists, and it's not good enough to not be racist. And I was like, what? My kids aren't racist at all. What are you doing? Why are you putting that in their head that they have to be anti-racist and call out racism? And they're trying to make kids activists. I'm like, hey, they're 5.
That's crazy.
They don't even care. They want friends. They don't give a f what their friends look like. They're trying to have a good time. They're 5. They're just playing. You're pumping in. You're indoctrinating them into this woke, guilt-free or guilt-ridden ideology that you're carrying around with you, and you feel like you have an obligation to impose this on children. Also, the Army's kind of going woke.
Oh man! And this is the thing we've been talking about, right, man? It's
inclusion.
Can we just focus on what fucking works? Can we focus on what works, right? I want the Army to be good at killing the enemy. I don't give a fuck about how diverse they are.
Right. Imagine if the UFC had to have diversity. Do you know what a problem that would be?
Yeah.
If we had to have a certain amount of trans
folks, a certain amount of.
That would work well in the women's division.
If you only had if you had numbers you had to achieve, it wasn't the best fighters.
Yeah.
It was just who meets certain criteria. There's going to be a bunch of people that get murdered.
Yeah.
Because they're going to get thrown in with the real ones. There's going to be a certain percentage of people that are just there because they're awesome, then a certain percentage of people that they have to hire in order to meet these DEI standards.
Joe, Jamie, can I ask a favor, man? Would you mind bringing up RAF?
This is absolutely ridiculous. We all know that the woke left has gone way too far and they have to be stopped. And that's why Joe Rogan is pointing out their insanity on his podcast. Thank for that.
I think this happens at the end of every civilization's reign. This happened with the Greeks and it happened with the Romans. Douglas Murray, he said one of the things that happens at the end of civilizations is they become obsessed with gender. It's a thing that happens where men start becoming women and women start becoming men, and it becomes like a big focus, like cross-dressing and all this stuff becomes a big point of focus. And I was like, well, why is that? He goes, it seems to be that they're dissolving all boundaries and all norms and all societal structure, and that's a part of it. It's like gender roles. The green grass is coming through the snow.
Yes, all the cool kids now are unwoke. Some of them are going back to Christianity because it's the only way to be rebellious. Because, everybody's blue-haired, non-binary talking about piss orgies, and that's like, it's the cover of Newsweek. You have to be like a Catholic, Opus Dei, like saying the rosary to be a fucking problem now. Like, you used to be able to just dye your hair and get a tattoo and a nose ring. Now that's like, oh, what are you running for Congress?
I can't believe sometimes when I look at like a chihuahua or whatever, I imagine that thing shares like, 98 or 99% of the same DNA as a wolf, that a wolf and that thing could fuck and make a dog is wild.
If you look at a male feminist and realize their ancestors were probably Vikings.
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
That's a great analogy.
It's the same thing. Yeah. That's what's happening to men in this country. They're being converted into pugs.
Yeah,
it's really
a bit.
I swear, man, Joe Rogan sometimes says the most hilarious ever. Male feminists are the worst. We can all agree on that.
You want to talk about a show that set women back is The View. There are so many brilliant women out there. None of them are on The View. None of them have gone near the set of The View. I mean, they have brought in the lowest tier of the, what is it, the Y chromosome?
No, double
X.
Okay. Double X.
They brought in the lowest of the double X's for that one. It's rough.
Why doesn't The View have any trans women on it?
Great point. It has a lot of women that look trans, but none of them. It has a lot of second and third takes. After a drink, you'd go, huh?
Did you see the city council thing in Worcester, Massachusetts yesterday that's gone viral today? There's a compilation of these people like absolutely freaking out.
I do not want to be in your DMs. I do not want to be in your email inboxes. I don't want to spend an hour applying glitter on my face.
It's like, you made me put glitter on my face, you piece of shit.
These people need hugs. They need love. I pray for them.
Yeah, I agree that the left has gone too far. These people have gone completely insane. They definitely need help.
I had to read the thing about The View because I just thought it was funny.
Dragon lover. Joy Behar was trying to say that I believe in dragons.
Wait, what is this?
I just heard about it. I checked it. And the lady goes, did you double check this? She goes, I checked it. He believes in dragon.
Hold any weight? Like
no,
there was actually dragons?
I mean, we know there were large flying lizards during the times of dinosaurs, right? The only weight that it could possibly hold is that like a few of those somehow survived much later than we previously thought.
Jesus.
But do I think that there were dragons attacking human beings and civilizations? No, I don't.
J.D. Vance looks terrible.
It's so much cooler if there were. The fact that we know that pterodactyls did exist.
Oh yeah, no, I swear, I thought you had pterodactyls on your shirt there, and I was like, yeah, this is the most autistic thing I've ever seen.
So I think that's a
like,
rhino.
Why can't pterodactyls be real?
Kafaru shirt.
People tell like, hey, so that's not true.
I just want to say for the record, I have no hate for Joy Behar. If I saw her, I'd give her a hug. I don't care. I'd probably say the same thing about me if I was her. It's no big deal. I don't care. But it's a silly thing to say, and it undermines your own personal credibility. If you say we're so good because we're supported by ABC News, and then you say Joe Rogan believes in dragons in the next sentence.
And no chance she comes back and goes, oh, guys, I was wrong. Somebody told me the wrong shit.
If it was a joke, That would be. I know she wasn't joking, but it would be hilarious.
It would be
Joe
hilarious.
Rogan, the guy who fucking believes in dragons. Fuck
I
that
wonder
guy.
if there
That'd be
were
hilarious.
some kind of flying lizards at one point in human history. You know, if you go, well, this is what the Bigfoot myth is about.
That was super funny. Honestly, I want to see more of Joe Rogan and Shane Gillis together. I hope you enjoyed the content. Make sure you like and subscribe if you enjoyed it. And let me know in the comments if you enjoyed it so I can make more videos like this one. And you can also support me by becoming a member of the channel. Thank you. Let's go.
People today, they're out of their mind. That's what I'm worried about. These poor that are stuck in the fog of woke, that are just trapped in these universities, and then they get out and they exist in these weird bubbles, like LA or New York in particular.
They're dangerous.
They're just nuts. They think that that's how you're supposed to be. Imagine correcting someone if they said, my partner. Like, imagine if you say, I'll have a cappuccino, and my partner would like a tall black coffee. Oh, you mean your wife?
Yeah.
Now that's my. I said partner.
Yeah,
that's the word I like. I like partner. I'm going to use that one.
Yeah.
Imagine correcting someone there. You'd be just as gross.
I couldn't imagine.
It's just so dumb. Like, what do you give a fuck what he's called? You know what it is? It says he's married to that lady. He said wife. That's how you say it. That's how people have said it forever.
So I'll literally do whatever she wants, and that's how she'd like to be referred. So
Jesus Christ, people are nuts. But it's just the idea that somehow or another it's better to say partner than wife. Why would it be better?
Gender neutral.
Well, I used to be a part of the Blue Bubble. I was 100% a left-leaning person who lived in Los Angeles. I was 100%. I never voted Republican my whole life. I was very left-leaning, especially with like any social issues. When it comes to financial things, I'm a little bit more conservative. But at the end of the day, I'm way more left than I am right. But California went nuts, man. It's gone like full communist. It's out of its fucking mind. And their approach to law enforcement is so insane. The no cash bail, the letting people out for committing violent crimes, not stopping people for stealing up to whatever money it is. What is it, $900 now? I think they raised it. They're in a cult. Trans people in women's bathrooms. Like,
they are definitely in a cult. They have definitely gone way too far right now. That's why so many people are leaving the Democratic Party and going to the Republican side, because the left is way too woke by now, and they have to stop. They have to do better if they want to win an election ever again.
You got a president. He's your president, whether you like it or not. That's your president for 4 years. Let's hope he does a great job.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you want him to do a great job?
Yeah.
He's the captain of the ship. I don't want to hit the rocks.
Yeah.
Let's hope he gets us into a beautiful harbor.
Absolutely.
So together, that doesn't mean the Democrats can't win in 4 years, but you can't win doing this.
We don't have absolute cowards like little Joe Rogan telling us what to do up here. Little Joe, he came in, he said he wants to endorse RFK Jr. Can you believe this? Joe Rogan is an absolute joke and a complete pussy, and if I ever saw him, I would whoop his bitch ass. Frankly, he's an embarrassment to this country. What an amazing American this man is, Joe Rogan. What a great man. I would never say anything negative about this man. What a guy. Everybody agrees this is one of the best guys. Joe Rogan is the best, and everyone knows it. And I love RFK. Who doesn't love RFK? He's a great guy. I know you were butthurt because I didn't endorse you as president, but I do want to endorse someone tonight. One of the greatest people that's ever lived. Ladies and gentlemen, Joey Diaz.
That was funny as hell, honestly. I just love Joe Rogan and Shane Gillis together. That was probably one of the best episodes on Kill Tony ever.
Do me a favor. Do you know Elon Musk? Yes. He endorsed me. By the way, he gave me the nicest endorsement, too. The tougher. He said, the country's going to fail. You should do the same thing, Joe, because you cannot be voting for Kamala. Kamala, you're not a Kamala person. I know you. I've watched you. I know him better than he is. You know what? Without speaking to you, I think I know you maybe almost as well as your wife. I have watched you for so many years. You're not a Kamala person. You're a Khabib person, but you're not a Kamala person.
And tonight I did a thing a couple of weeks ago with a very smart guy and very special and a very special talent. He's got the #1 podcast, they say, by like 4 times. Joe Rogan. It was 3 hours. Oh, it was so terrible because I did it. And I said, Joe, I got a rally of this size waiting for me in a very far away place. I'm going to be very late, like 2.5 hours late. But we kept talking. Joe is the #1 guy. He kept me late. But I'm doing it because we have to win. And not one person was unhappy. We had a great time. And I said, we're going to devote a lot more time. It was pretty late at night. It was worse than this, okay? I can tell you. But Joe Rogan just announced, and he doesn't do this at all. I don't think he's ever done it. But he just announced that he's giving me his complete and total endorsement.
Absolutely amazing. Joe Rogan just endorsed Donald Trump and helped him win the election. That's great. I think the Republican Party and I think Donald Trump have a bright future because of Joe Rogan on their side. Joe Rogan has a lot of followers, a lot of fans, and a lot of influence. And because the left has gone way too far, because the Democratic Party is a complete failure, so many people left them to join the Republican side, to be on the right side of history. And obviously, many people agree with what Joe Rogan is saying. He's bringing common sense on his podcast. He's exposing the insanity of the left and exposing this woke cultures that doesn't want to help humanity go forward at all. Obviously, wokeism has to be stopped, and Joe Rogan is helping doing just that. I hope you enjoyed this video with me. I hope you had some great laugh with me today. I sure did. Thanks for watching and staying with me till the end. I appreciate you being as always. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. And of course, you can become a channel member to support me and my work that I do here so I can create more videos just like this one for you in the future. Thank you for being here with me. And click right there to watch the next video. And I will see you there. Bye bye.